Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. My name is Hunter, and as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, of course, thank you so much for watching, and hey, what's up? And if you're not new to the channel, maybe you're returning, well, hey, what's up? I'm glad you decided to tune in today. We are going to be talking about quite the doozy that we have over in the Valorant scene, and that is from the Spike GG. We have allegations surfacing from the Spike GG's employees saying that there has been 7 months of unpaid work and empty promises. A couple of employees came forward to say that easily more than $40,000 is overdue in payments to current and former employees. They go on to say that they received a lot of pep talks and nice talk, as well as promises of other projects succeeding to eventually fund Spike. And at a certain point, the employees stopped hearing from Minacov as well, which was when they decided that they were going to move forward and say, hey, no more work happens until you pay us, which is a very respectable thing to do. I will say, to take your stand. I personally, though, I don't know, when I hear about a lot of these stories, I mean, obviously, I assume these people have other forms of income or something else going on, because I couldn't exist for 7 months without pay. I don't know how people like that do it. I don't know how people don't immediately, I mean, after 2 weeks, I'd be freaking out, you know? I'd be pretty upset overall. And unfortunately, this is not the first case that we've seen of this with Minacov. Dot reports that Minacov faced similar allegations back in 2018 when he was the CEO of Envision Esports Overwatch team. The staff and players from Envision accused Minacov of owing thousands of dollars in late payments there as well. The employees who came forward with the Spike said that they were owed between $2,000 to $4,000, and one was even owed almost half of that $40,000, so almost $20,000 from the Spike. That is a lot of money and not something to be taken lightly. I think when people start to mess with someone else's livelihood and they don't pay them for the work and they don't pay them for the things that they are due, it's a difficult situation because no one likes that, right? At the end of the day, no one likes that. But unfortunately, this is not where the drama ends. There is a lot more behind Minacov apparently, and as upcoming reports, there's a long list of awful things. Speeding through these, we see that Minacov called a former staff member the B word after they didn't create a graphic that he liked. That designer was owed $2,400. He threatens another employee to lock down their accounts if they ever leak any part of the conversations with him. When talking about the popularity of Valorant, Minacov says that Russia and Brazil will have the biggest CSGO fanatics, while China can suck his cock. He also reportedly uses the term gay as a bit of a slur and insult in many situations that have been recorded and observed by employees. He uses the R slur as well as another term that I can't use on YouTube, but pretty much non-consensual sexual interaction to refer to a website that was a direct competitor to the Spike. He also reportedly partied on several occasions with multiple professional players and talks about other publications and how they should not interact with them at all. So honestly, this sucks, and I hate to see this in the Valorant scene, especially with a company that a lot of people had a lot of hope in. People loved the Spike from what I know and thought it was a very useful website. A lot of people really enjoyed it, but the issues obviously did not stop there. I mean, they went deeper than just not paying the employees. And when I was covering the story, when I was looking into it, I was curious because I thought I recognized Minacov's name from another story that I had covered. I wasn't sure what it was, so I had to do some digging into my old videos, and it was super ironic what I ended up finding. Minacov was in fact the person who spoke out against Pulse and said that anyone who was involved in Pulse Arena, this is the tournament in Valorant that ended up not paying the winners, or not the winners, but the talent in the tournament. And he came out and said, hey, you should never be involved in esports ever again. We don't need you in this scene. And that is incredibly ironic, as we now know, because that was 3 months ago, but he hasn't been paying people for 7 months. So at the same time that Minacov was not paying people, he was calling other organizations or events out for not paying people as well, and saying you should never be involved in esports again. Now, thankfully, Minacov did take his own advice in this situation. He's now come forward to say that he has decided that the best for me and the people I have wronged is to sell my equity in the Spike GG, and from now on, all operations will be done by someone else. He will no longer be involved in gaming and esports and will make sure the money due is paid shortly. Proof will be provided. In his Medium post that he makes, he says that he had discussions with people involved in private and they are aware, and that he would like to apologize to everyone that he has wronged. He wanted to do good, and it's unfortunate that it had to end like this. He says that he's no longer going to be involved in the Spike GG in any form or capacity, and something that I actually agree with him here is him saying that he hopes that people do not penalize the people who are still involved with the Spike because he is now leaving. I think I can wholeheartedly agree with that of, hey, there's no reason to hurt the people who already weren't paid for 7 months even more, or the people who are going to be taking over for him because they're not the ones who are doing it, right? And so I think I do agree with him in that aspect. Something that I did not like to see, though, was how he was so excited, seemingly, to talk to many different outlets in the space. Seeing Minacov post that if anyone or any big publications in esports want a good story, then DMs are open. And that, like, I don't even think I have to really say anything about that. The fact that he is going so far as to be like, hey, like, if you want a good story, come on. And it's like, no, man, like, we don't really want to talk to you. We just like need to cover the situation because it's awful and it sucks and it deserves the attention so people know about what you did. It's not like something you should be proud of and should slide into your DMs about. So terrible situation once again. I know I've said that so many times, but it is honestly just mind-blowing to me how so many people in this scene can try to come in and just take advantage of the growing scenes in different capacities, and all these people who just want to be involved in something they love. These people who are writing or pro players or just people, anyone in any capacity in esports has this danger of being taken advantage of, whether it's for their work or maybe their winnings or something like that. And it sucks to see people come in and actually do that. So let me know what you guys think about all this. Thankfully, Minacov posted that he will be out of the company. The acquisition will be done within 72 hours. And so it doesn't seem like an issue we'll have to deal with again. I don't think anyone will really forget his name. So again, yes, let me know what you guys think about this situation. Until next time, be safe, be smart, behave, and I'll catch you later.